Terry. Okay.
Hey guys.
Hey there. They're sitting over there tonight. We're going to swap a room. Well, some trainers, we've done the swap a room. Yes. Wow. Okay. Well, then have the Simon kids come sit with the 7th graders. They did. That's perfect. Yes. There you go. Okay, I love it. Cool. Yeah. You're a little in the dark. Sorry about that. No, you're good. I was like, I can't see. Okay. There we are. Yeah, that's better. I like that. Okay. Shabbat Shalom. This is the 3rd week in the Hebrew month of Shvat. Yes. And we are all here together on this very cold, somewhat snowy night. It was a little snowy when I was trying to get here. It took me like an hour, which is a long time. So you are diehards, maybe partially insane, but I'm glad you're here because we have a minyan, we can have a service. We each come to the sanctuary with a different need. Some of us come because it's our 7th grade Shabbaton, and you're leading the whole service, so it's a good thing you're here. Others come because they're fulfilling a requirement. Still others come because it's Shabbat, and we're Jewish, so we should be in synagogue. Whatever our reason for being here this evening, let's take a moment to breathe in the peace, the joy, and the serenity of Shabbat. And we take a moment to clear our minds and to just be in the sacred space together as one community. We come now to our holy time of Shabbat, a time of joy, of rest, and of peace, and we begin our service with the singing of Hine Ma Tov, how wonderful it is to all be together on this cold and snowy night, which the Hine Ma Tov can be found on page 10 of your Siddur.
הנה מה טוב ומה נעים שבת אחים גם יחד הנה מה טוב ומה נעים שבת אחים גם יחד הנה מה טוב ומה נעים שבת אחים גם יחד הנה מה טוב ומה נעים שבת אחים גם יחד הנה מה טוב ומה נעים אוי 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 שבת אחים גם יחד שבת אחים אוי אחים גם יחד הנה מה טוב ומה נעים אוי 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 שבת אחים גם יחד שבת אחים אוי אחים גם יחד שבת אחים אוי אחים גם יחד.
It is my pleasure to invite forward at this time to sanctify our Shabbat candles, our 7th grade Hebrew teacher extraordinaire, Elizabeth Gossage.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kedishanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Amen. Shabbat Shalom. We continue in our prayer book on page 20 with the singing of Lecha Dodi. Lecha Dodi ceremonially welcomes the Sabbath bride into our midst. So when we get to the final stanza of Lecha Dodi, we will rise as one community. We will turn and face the rear of the sanctuary. Sometimes we see latecomers walking in. It's very embarrassing for them. But that's not the purpose of it. It's the idea that we are ceremonially welcoming Shabbat, the Sabbath bride, into our midst as we are singing this 17th century mystical song. And so on page 20, we continue with the singing of Lecha Dodi.
Lecha lecha dodi, likrat kala, pene pene Shabbat nikabela. Lecha lecha dodi, likrat kala, pene pene Shabbat nikabela. La 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 lecha dodi, likrat kala, pene pene Shabbat nikabela. Lecha lecha dodi, likrat kala, pene pene Shabbat nikabela. Shamor v'zachor b'dibor echad, Hishmi'anu el ha'meyuchad, Adonai echad u'shemo echad, L'shem el tiferet v'litila la 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 la. Lecha dodi, likrat kala, pene pene Shabbat nikabela. Lecha lecha dodi, likrat kala, pene pene Shabbat nikabela. La 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 lecha dodi, likrat kala, pene pene Shabbat nikabela. Lecha lecha dodi, likrat kala, pene pene Shabbat nikabela. Boi v'shalom ateret bala, gam v'simcha uv'salchola, toch emuneh am segula, boi chala, boi chala. Lecha lecha dodi, likrat kala, pene pene Shabbat nikabela. Lecha lecha dodi, likrat kala, pene pene Shabbat nikabela. La 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 lecha dodi, likrat kala, pene pene Shabbat nikabela. Lecha lecha dodi, likrat kala, pene pene Shabbat nikabela. Pene pene Shabbat nikabela. Pene pene Shabbat nikabela.
The Barhu is like a warm-up exercise. It is considered a call to worship. It's a call and response with the leaders and congregants expressing their readiness to pray. Barhu reminds us to praise God forever and ever. The Barhu is important because we are saying to God that we are ready to pray. Barhu is found on page 28. Please rise. Please be seated.
Ma'ariv is recited after sunset. Ma'ariv is thanking God for creating the stars, darkness, and light, which helps us know the days, and for making the seasons. Ma'ariv reminds us that there's always change in the world. The Ma'ariv is thanking God for change. There is always change in our lives. It can be good or bad, and it is constant. It's important to thank God for change because without it, our lives will be boring and everything would stay the same. Please join us in the Ma'ariv on page 30. Ata Adonai, Eloheinu melech ha'olam, asher yivro Ma'ariv aravim, b'chokhmah poteach she'arim, uvivuna mishaneh itim. Umahalif et hasmanim, umsader et hakohavim, b'mishmerotehem brakia kirtzono. B'rei yom v'layla, lo leo or mipnei hosheh, v'hosheh mipnei or. Umavir yom umevi layla, umavdil ben yom uben layla, shena shevaot semo. El Hai V'Hayam, Tamid Yimloch Aleinu Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Atah Adonai, Ma'ariv Aravi.
Shema is a proclamation that we, the Jewish people, believe in only one God. Some people consider Shema to be our most important prayer. Shema is found twice in the Torah in Deuteronomy chapter 6 and Numbers chapter 15. I think the Shema is about telling God that you know that there is only one God. I also think you are reassuring God's trust in you. Please turn to page 34 and rise for Shema. Please be seated.
Ve'ahavta is actually a continuation of Shema. It comes directly from the Torah. It's about the conditional love for God. Its main points are about we should love God, teach God words to our children, to talk about Torah and put mezuzahs on our houses. The second paragraph of Shema stressed the importance of doing God's mitzvot.
The Ve'ahavta is about loving God with all our heart, soul, and might. The Ve'ahavta is in the Torah in Deuteronomy chapter 6, immediately after the Shema. The Ve'ahavta also tells us to speak about God's commandments and teach them. It even tells us to write the commandments on our doors. It is why we put mezuzahs on our door. I think the Ve'ahavta is important because you should love God and be thankful for what God does for us. We should be thankful for God and the commandments because if God hadn't done stuff for us, we wouldn't be as strong people. We should learn to speak up for God's commandments and teach them so we don't take God for granted. We should praise God well.
Please join us in Ve'ahavta on page 36.
Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol lavaha u'v'chol mashaha u'v'chol meodecha. Ve'hayu hadvarim ha'ela asher anohi metzavaha hayom alevaveha v'shinatan levaneha v'dibarta bam v'shivteha b'vatecha uvlechtecha v'derech u'shokpecha uv'kumeha ukshartam leot al yadeha v'hayu latotafot b'neineha uktavtam al mizazot beiteha uvishareha Laman tizkeru v'asitem et kol mitzvotai v'etem kiddushim lelohehem Ani Adonai Elohehem asher ansetiatem meretz Mitzrayim lehiot lahem lelohim Ani Adonai Elohehem.
Micha Mocha is a poem in the Torah. It was sung by the Israelites when they crossed the Red Sea into freedom to show their thanks. It means, "Who is like you, O God," which is a way of saying that only God could split the sea and bring us out of slavery. Micha Mocha is also called the Song of the Sea and is found in the book of Exodus. Micha Mocha is on page 40. Give us a place to rest, Adonai our God. Bring us into shelter in the long, soft evening shadows of your truth. For with you are to protection and safety, and in your presence are acceptance and gentle love. Watch over us as we go forth. Prepare for us as we return. Spread over us your shelter of peace, over all we love, over our Jerusalem and yours.
Yismechu, Yismechu, B'malechutecha. Yismechu, Yismechu, B'malechutecha. Shomrei, Shomrei Shabbat, V'korei oneg Shabbat. Shomrei, Shomrei Shabbat, V'korei oneg Shabbat. Yismechu, Yismechu, B'malechutecha. Yismechu, Yismechu, B'malechutecha. Shomrei, Shomrei Shabbat, V'korei oneg Shabbat, Shomrei Shomrei Shabbat, V'korei oneg Shabbat.
The Amidah is a central section of the service. It has three names: Tefillah, meaning the prayer, Amidah, meaning standing, and Shemona Esrei, which is 18, because it was originally made up of 18 parts. The Tefillah reminds us of our ancestors, of God's strength, God's holiness, and the ending part of the Tefillah tells us to be thankful and work towards peace. The Amidah has told the central part of the service for a very long time. I think the reason why the Amidah has lasted for so long is because it shows how much this prayer means to the Jewish people. Please turn to page 46 and rise for the Amidah.
Adonai sefatai tiftachu fi agi tehilatecha. Adonai sefatai tiftachu fi agi tehilatecha. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, v'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, v'Elohei Leah. Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'koneh ha'kol, V'zocher chasdei avot ve'imahot, U'mevi geula lifnei v'nehem, Leman shemo be'ava. Melech ozer u'moshia u'magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham ve'ezrat Sarah. Atah gibor le'olam Adonai, Mechayeh metim atah rav lehoshia, Mashiv haruach u'morid hagashem, Mechalkel chayim bechesed, Mechayeh metim berachamim rabim, Somech noflim v'rofeh cholim, Umatir asurim, Umekayem emunato, Lishenei afar, Michamo chabal givurot, Umidom elach, Melech memit, Umechayeh, Umatzmiach Yeshua. V'ne'eman atah l'chayot metim, Baruch atah Adonai, Mechayeh hametim. Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, U'kadoshim b'chol yom yahalelucha selah, Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'el HaKadosh.
Please be seated.
We continue in our prayer book. On page 55 at the top, let's read responsively. May these hours of rest and renewal open our hearts to joy and our minds to truth. May all who struggle, may all who suffer find solace. May all who despair find purpose. And may this day fulfill its promise. Baruch atah Adonai, Mekadesh HaShabbat. We continue on page 60 with the singing of Shalom Rav followed by our individual silent prayer and culminating with Oseh Shalom. We begin, though, with Shalom Rav on page 60.
Shalom Rav al Yisrael amcha tasim leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael amcha tasim leolam. Ki ata melech adon lecho hashalom. Ki ata melech adon lecho hashalom. Shalom Rav al Yisrael amcha tasim leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael amcha tasim leolam. V'tov b'necha levarech et amcha Yisrael b'chol ed u'b'chol shah b'shlomecha. Shalom Rav al Yisrael amcha tasim leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael amcha tasim leolam. Tasim leolam. Tasim leolam.
The Torah service is the centerpiece of services. These are the prayers before and after we read the Torah that highlight the importance of the Torah and show it honor and respect because it contains Judaism's central teachings. Traditionally, Jews read from Torah 3 times per week, but at 8th time, we read it on Shabbat and holidays. This is also the part of the service when we say, Misha Berach, a prayer for healing. This is important to me because it is part of becoming a bar or bat mitzvah when you read from the Torah for the first time, which I did 3 months ago. This also shows that I have respect for the Torah by blessing the Torah both before and after reading it. The Torah service begins on page 249. Please rise.
Al Shlosha Devarim, Al Shlosha Devarim, Al Shlosha Devarim, Haolam, Haolam, Omen, Al Shlosha Devarim, Al Shlosha Devarim, Al Shlosha Devarim, Haolam, Haolam, Omen. HaTorah le'al havodah, le'al gemilut chasadim. HaTorah le'al havodah, le'al gemilut chasadim. Al Shlosha Devarim, Al Shlosha Devarim, Al Shlosha Devarim, Haolam, Haolam, Omen.
Everyone may be seated. Our portion this evening is Yitro. Many big moments of the Torah happen in this portion. First, we have a discussion between Moses and the titular Yitro, Zipporah's father, and of course Moses is Zipporah's husband. Yitro explains to Moses that no one person can be everything to everyone. Therefore, there must be other leaders who can help with the decisions of the community. After Yitro leaves, we are given one of the most central texts of the Torah, the Decalogue, or the 10 Commandments. Now, looking at these commandments, if we look at all of the commandments, we may say that there are actually maybe 13 or 14, and different traditions start and end in different places. But 10 has stuck in many of the traditions, including Judaism, which you can see the impact right behind me with those 10 above our ark. Our portion this evening can be found in our Chaim commentaries on page 432, chapter 18, 1 through 3, those maroon books next to you. Tzamot Shoshana bat Reuven ve'Ashera l'aliyah haTorah.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorach Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorach Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bahar banu mikol ha'amim, v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch Adonai noten ha'Torah.
Amen. Vayishma Yitro Kohen Midyan, Chotein Moshe, et kol asher asa Elohim Alehem, LeMoshe, v'liyisrael amo, ki hotziyeh Adonai et Yisrael mimitzrayim. Vayikach Yitro chotein Moshe, et Zipporah, et Moshe, acher shilucheha. Ve'et shnei vaneha, asher shem ha'echad Gershom, ki amar ger hayiti be'eretz nochriya. V'shem ha'echad Eliezer, ki Elohei avi be'ezri. Vayatzileni mecherev paro.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet v'haya olam natah b'torhenu. Baruch atah Adonai noteinu Torah.
Amen. Very nicely done. Thank you. Our thoughts now turn to those of our community and families who are ill and in need of healing. We think this evening of Aaron Alcock, Norm Black, Sandy Cohen, Alan Frankfeder, Jill Ford, and all who suffer, whom we know not by name. Misha berach avotenu Abraham, Yitzchak, v'Yaakov, v'imotenu Sarah, Rivka, Rachel, v'Leah, hu yivarek v'irapeh et kol cholei Yisrael, v'yishlach lachem b'meira, refuah shlema, refuah nefesh, refuah aguf, v'nomar, Amen. May God, who blessed our ancestors, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebekah, Rachel, and Leah, bless and heal all who are stricken. May the Holy One of Praise mercifully restore them to health and to vigor. May God grant them health of body, health of spirit, and of mind. And let us say, Amen.
Of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Sheberach imotenu mikor habracham lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
Ta'amod Devora Bina Bat Sheli, Hagba, Ta'amod Aviva Chana Bat Emilia Elisheva, Golelet. We rise for Hagba. All right, so you got this.
V'zot haTorah asher sam Moshe lifnei bnei Yisrael al pi Adonai biyad Moshe.
Everyone may be seated. And it is my pleasure to invite up our 7th grader, Zach Weinberg, to read our prayer for Israel on page 259.
Pray for Israel on page 259. O Heavenly One, Protector and Redeemer of Israel, bless the state of Israel, which marks the dawning of hope for all who seek peace. Bless the state of Israel, which marks the dawning of hope for all who seek peace. Shield it beneath the wings of your love, spread over it the canopy of your peace. Send your light and truth to all who lead and advise, guiding them with your good counsel. Establish peace in the land and fullness of joy for all who dwell there. Amen.
We rise as we turn to page 256 to return the Torah to the Ark.
Eitz Chaim hilam achazikim b'tomchecha Meushar Eitz Chaim hilam achazikim b'tomchecha Meushar Shalom, 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 shalom. It is a tree of life to those who hold fast to it, and all of its supporters are happy. It is a tree of life to those who hold fast to it, all of its supporters are happy. Shalom, 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 shalom.
Everyone may be seated.
Shabbat Shalom. This year in 7th grade Hebrew class, the 7th graders have focused on learning the meanings of the prayers, because I feel strongly that although they can read it out loud in Hebrew, we know they don't understand the words. So they demonstrated for you tonight their understanding of these prayers. The other fun thing that we get to do during Hebrew class is learn some modern Hebrew. So now each child will come up and they are going to introduce themselves to you in Hebrew. You may not understand all of it, but I think you'll get the gist.
Thank you. Shalom. Ani Yitzchak. Ani gar b'LaGrange Park. Ani menagain kinor. Ani ben 12. Shalom. Ani Yaakov. Ani gar be'Elmhurst. Ani ohev la'achol pizza. Ani ben 12.
Shalom, Ani Devorah, Ani Gara B'Carol Stream, Ani Ohev Lashon, Ani Mishaheket Kodor Afet.
Shalom, Ani Ivriah, Ani May LaGrange, Ani Bat Shtei Ohevet Lashir.
Shalom. Hashem Sheli Yaakov. Ani gar Lombard. Ani ohev le'echol basar. Ani ben Shalosh Esrei.
Shalom, Ani Aviva, Ani Gara B'Naperville, Ani Ohevet Lishhot, Ani Bat Shalosh Esrei.
Shalom, Ani Ezra, Ani gar B'Wadil, Ani Hohev Lishon, Ani ben Shalosh Esrei.
Shalom, Ani Shoshana, Ani Garbo Oakbrook Western Springs, Ani Ohevet Lashir, Ani Bat Shalosh Esrei.
Shalom, Zacharias, Ani Zacharias, Ani Gar Baglan Ellen, Ani Beshte Misray, Ani Masahe Kadur Regel.
Hashem Shali Avraham, Ani Ohev Peri, Ani Menagain at Clarinet Bays, Ani Garb Naperville.
So our fabulous 7th grade not only can lead a service, but they can introduce themselves in Hebrew, and in a couple of years, when I take them with me on our 2023 Israel trip, planning ahead, keep those index cards so you can introduce yourselves to all the good-looking Israeli soldiers that we're going to meet in just a few short years. We are so grateful to all that you have learned, but also to you, Miss Elizabeth, for being such a wonderful teacher and Hebrew teacher for our 7th graders. Rabbi Camel and I have the privilege of teaching the students Judaica, which is always fun because we get to teach all sorts of wonderful things from the Torah. But to be able to teach students a different language is truly a talent. And so we are very grateful to you, all that you've done. But our students, we are so very proud of you, and we know that our future is in great hands because we have multilingual students now. So we continue with a wonderful, do we have an anthem tonight? We don't have an anthem. We continue with a treat. Our officer is going to come up and give us some announcements, but not just any announcements, no pressure, but he's really funny too. No pressure. You can have either microphone.
Okay, thank you. Shalom. Ani Rob Honig. Very good. Ani representing the board of directors. Welcome to Eitz Chaim, to our congregants and to our guests who are with us tonight. And I do have some announcements. Tomorrow night at 6:30 in the evening is the return of our annual trivia night. How much do you really think you know? We hope you'll join us tomorrow for dinner and an amazing night of trivia. That's what it says. I don't know how we have an amazing night. I suspect we're overselling it. But that's what it says. Amazing night of trivia. How about a good night of trivia? A night of trivia, fun night of trivia. If it's amazing, I'll stand corrected. If you're really good, you can come in second place. I'm going to be in first, my team. My team is not here now. They're at home studying ancient Greek grammar just in case it's a category. We're ready. Trivia night is sponsored by the Brotherhood, and you can contact Gary Pollier if you'd like to come join in the fun, but my guess is you could just show up. Can we just show up, Rabbi, if we want to join? I think if you just show up, tell Gary that I sent you. You can be on my team. We're going to win. 6:30 tomorrow night, dinner. It's always fun. It's never amazing, but it's always fun. Don't tell Gary I said that. On Sunday, February 3rd at 9:30 a.m., we hope you'll join us for this year's JOF brunch, which will also be more interesting than fun, but interesting and important. So please come. It will feature Gary Wasserman, who is a teacher, a political consultant, and author, who has most recently spent 8 years as a professor of government at Georgetown University's School of Foreign Service in Doha, Qatar, teaching international relations and American government. What could be more fun? Interesting. Thank you. Thank you for the gratuitous sympathy laugh. I can always count on Mo. Thank you. Whew. On a lighter note, the congregational retreat is only 10 weeks away. It is April 5th through 7th. Registration is now open, and there is programming for all ages, especially 7th grade. You guys going? Yes, they are. They're all going. Parents, get ready. Your kids all want to go. They're itching to go. I'm going. No, I'll be there. My wife's going to be there. My daughter's going to be a counselor. She's fun. I'm selling from the Bema, Rabbi. Please, let's go. Have fun. 2 days in Oconomowoc, Wisconsin. What could be more fun? April 5th through 7th. And then the next week, it says here lastly, but then I got half a page of announcements afterwards. Lastly, I need you to save the date of Saturday, April 13th, which is when we will go back to the 1950s, right, Elizabeth? Yes, back to the 1950s. We will be rockin' and rollin' and dancin' when we go to the Hop. And I'm just reading what it says. I've been told that the sock hop will be the best night ever. We are all right. No pressure, Elizabeth. Tell the committee, it was the best night ever. She said it. Guarantee of the best night ever. Doors will open at, it will be fun. It will be fun for certain. Best night ever, I'm not guaranteeing it. She will, though. Doors open at 6:30 p.m., so it's not too early to start practicing your hula hooping, limbo, and jitterbugging. 1950s attire, it says, is optional, but I'm telling you, optional? Come on, it's fun. Okay, it's optional, but leather jackets, poodle skirts, etc. It says here that I would like to thank the 7th grade class, so I will. Thank you, 7th grade class. And thank you to their wonderful teacher, Elizabeth, for participating, for leading us in tonight's services. And thank you to Cindy Michelasi for the beautiful music, and to Terry Shapiro and the junior choir for the awesome music over yonder. To Laura Birnbaum for being our usher, and to Rachel Wood, thank you for being our greeter. Tonight's Oneg is sponsored by the 7th grade families. Next Friday night will be a special Shabbat service at 7:30 p.m. February is Disability Awareness Month, and our Shabbat services will be focusing on Disability Awareness Month. Shabbat Shalom.
As we prepare our concluding prayers, we invite Alex to give his reflection on the Aleinu.
Aleinu is about how we praise and thank God. It is like the summary of the whole service because it speaks of creation, the oneness of God, and God's powers. It even says that we bow in worship and thanksgiving to God. The Aleinu is important to me because we are praising God who created us. Also, we are thanking God for everything that God has done for us. Please rise for the Aleinu on page 282.
Aleinu l'shapeach l'adon hakol, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הרצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגור עלינו ככל המונם. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא.
Please be seated.
ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך
this time in our worship service, our thoughts turn to those who have departed this earth and whose yahrzeit we commemorate and recall this Shabbat. We recall with love Norman Becker, Helene Bogalub, Cheryl Corvo, Wendy Lax Ennis, Manuel Ostroff, Bernard Yellen, Gerald Benson, Harriet Kaluzna, Heather McTaggart, Willard Mayer, Melior, Samuel Abramowitz, Sharon Hirsch, Adele Bierman, Herschel Lane, Sandy Lerner, George Mailer, Miriam Stein, Eleanor Barrett, Ellen Bogan, Saul Dvorkin, Goldie Mendelson, Jane Gannett Siegel, Edith Abelman, Isaac Hanan, Patricia Harris, Marjorie Lane, Doris Margulis, Diana Sears, and Joseph Singer. We're also in the period of Shloshim, the 30 days which follow someone's death, where we mourn the recent passing of Ida Victor, aunt of Steve Levin, Teresa Kelly, aunt of William Welter, Larry Lipkin, husband of Judy Strauss Lipkin and stepfather of Lori Feldman, and Leroy Liss, father of Judy Mindell, grandfather of Rachel Sevcik. If there's anyone here who is commemorating a yahrzeit, or if there's someone on your mind for whom you would like to say the mourner's Kaddish, please feel free to call their name aloud as my hand passes over the congregation.
Barry Barnett, Jackie Patterson.
Our griefs and sympathies are mingled as together we recite Kaddish Yatom, the mourner's Kaddish, which can be found in our prayer book on page 294. I invite the congregation to please rise together at this time. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, bi'alma divrach chirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chayei d'chol Beit Yisrael, ba'agalalu v'zman kari v'imru amen. Yehe shmei Rabbah mevorach leolam olmei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shemei dekudesha barichu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tushbechata v'nechemata. Da'amiran bi'alma v'imru amen. Yehe shlama Rabbah min shemaya. V'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Osei shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen.
V'imru amen. V'imru amen. V'imru amen. V'imru amen.
Our concluding song this evening is Or Zarua, which can be found in our prayer book on page 343. We remain standing for the lively rendition of Or Zarua. La tzadik u'yishrei lev simcha. Or zarua, la tzadik u'yishrei lev simcha. Or zarua, la tzadik O God, may we find true rest and holiness in our deeds and worth in our study of Torah. On this holy Shabbat, may we draw near to life, to peace, and to joy. Shabbat Shalom.